Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. My channel is about all things makeup related, all kinds of beauty content. Today's video is a straight up tutorial. This is old school YouTube, step-by-step, detailed explanation of this spring makeup look. And this is the makeup that I want to wear to my friend's wedding in Chicago in 2 weeks. So I thought might as well sit down, play around with some makeup, talk about tips and tricks on how to create really nice long-lasting makeup. And again, like my channel, I like the old school vibes. I like tutorials, makeup reviews, demos, but I don't want to sell you anything. Like, of course, I will work with a brand in the future or something, and I'm gonna rave about products that I love, but I don't want my channel to be a place where you feel like I'm trying to sell you something or trying to convince you that this is the best thing you're ever gonna experience. You need to buy this, it's life-changing. Like, that's not what my channel is about. I will highly recommend things. I will use things and constantly use them in my videos so you know I truly, truly love it. And I probably will work with brands in the future, but for now, I just want my channel to be this place of just tutorials, old school YouTube makeup, like just us being friends, sitting down in front of the camera and just doing makeup. Like, that's what I want my channel to be about. So if you're interested in that, and if any of that made sense to you, then be sure to subscribe because that is the vibe here. So that is the vibe here. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into this tutorial. It is super detailed, super long, so grab a snack, grab some water, grab something to drink, and we're gonna jump right in. And I just want to say thank you so much for my 11,000 subscribers. I really only wanted 1,000 and now I have 11,000. I'm so grateful. I'm a full-time nurse, and so I try my best to post as much videos and content as possible, but I am exhausted. I am human and I do this all myself, filming, editing, everything, working in my real job. So like, yeah, and I only make like $200 a month on YouTube. So it's really not like, the money is not the motivation. The motivation is you guys and makeup and just all things beauty. So thank you again so much for all my subscribers. And we're gonna jump right into the tutorial. An important step in your skincare routine, hands down, cannot stress this enough, is your sunscreen. So I have this is like a sunscreen SPF primer. It is St. Jane. It's a pore smoothing SPF 30. And then I have this Innisfreeze Daily UV Defense Sunscreen SPF 36. So this one is like practically empty because my wife and I use this every single day. My face is freshly washed. So I'm gonna go in with this one. This is the SPF 30, which is also a primer. And it comes out in this very pretty light, almost like a tinted moisturizer, but it's not. And I'm just gonna rub this all over my freshly washed face. Hands down, sunscreen underneath your makeup is just one of the best habits you can get into, especially if you're younger, because you're just putting a shield over your skin. You're stopping it from getting irradiated over and over again by the sun, which is literally what the sun is doing when it shines on your skin. It's radiating your skin cells, damaging DNA, causing you to age faster. And if you develop this habit of putting sunscreen on underneath your makeup at an early age, you're just gonna age slower. So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit because I really want it to soak in. I don't want to put any products on top and kind of move it around. And I'm also gonna put on this Nudestix Peptide Lip Balm. Just moisturize my lips while I'm waiting for that. So I'm gonna give this about 5 minutes to soak in. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna do my eyes first. So I have this new Catrice Magic Perfectors Cosmetic Tape. So excited I got this on their website, and I'm gonna use it to give myself a really nice line on the side here. All right, so I'm super excited. It looks like it's just like a paper tape. So like pretty much to my eyebrow, to my eye. And it feels so nice on your face. Like, it feels not like tape. It's like a really nice texture. I make it match. This is one of the most important parts because you really want them to be, I feel like they match like that. All right, so we have this, and now I'm going to go ahead and prep my eyes with some. So for eyeshadow base, I'm gonna use the concealer by Catrice. It's called True Skin. And I'm just gonna dot this on my lids and blend it out with a brush. This just is gonna help conceal my eye veins. And for this look, my goal is to do like a half lash and have one of those really pretty looks where it's like accentuated. So just rubbing this in, and then I'm just gonna kind of connect them here in the middle. And I connected them here between my brows, like that. And then I'm gonna set this with some translucent powder. And the translucent powder I'm gonna use is Oat by Beauty Bakery. This stuff is so good. I'm gonna have all these products linked below and just do a really slight, light dusting here over. So it's sticking out here, but like underneath my eye, yeah, it's not sticking. It's gonna look and drive me crazy. It's okay. As long as it's sticking over here. So the whole goal is to have this matte, opaque base where it's like not so sticky that's gonna like absorb in the eyeshadow, but it's also matte and like very nice surface for your brushes to just glide on top of the powder. And this will help hold onto the pigment, make it last. And yeah, super important to prime your eyes appropriately before an eye look. So I have here several eyeshadow palettes I've just really been liking that I know are travel friendly, ones I will travel with. The That's Taupe by ColourPop. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette. And I also have the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. This is just such a good palette because you get so many like mattes and shimmers and you can create so many nice looks with it. And Makeup by Mario. I'm so excited. This morning I ordered the new Full Tone Makeup by Mario palette, but here is the first one, the Master Mattes one. And I feel like I want to use them all, but I don't know, because that's not going to be ideal for somebody because he doesn't own all these palettes. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Master Mattes palette, and I'm going to go with a big fluffy brush. These brushes I purchased on Amazon myself. I love them. They're amazing. So I'm going to go with this number 2, this yellow toned one right here, Master Mattes number 2. This one, this shade in particular, is one of my favorite go-to crease shades. It's like your skin tone but better. And so I'm just going to blend this into my crease, creating a nice defined warm crease area. So I guess this is going to end up being a warm look because I just feel like this look is already looking very warm. Just focusing right where my crease is. So here is your lid, here is my bone, and here's my eyebrow. So this space in between here, this area is like bigger on me than it is on most people. My wife, it's much smaller, and I'm able to keep the eyeshadow low, but since my space is bigger, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit higher. So based on your eye shape, you'll know where to place the eyeshadow because you want a little bit of space here between your brow and your crease, but you want to define that socket area. And everybody's eyes are different, so where I am placing my eyeshadow could be totally different than where you would be placing it on your eyes. And that's okay, because I have been guilty of following tutorials online as well, where it's just we have totally different eye shapes and I'm just like, my eyes look nothing like theirs. All right, so sticking with that palette, I am now gonna take a smaller brush from that set. It looks like this is just slightly smaller because now I want to keep more of the eyeshadow and pigment in a smaller area. And I'm gonna pick up shade all the way over here. So matte number 4. And I'm gonna just put this here in my outer area, just blending it kind of along the line here, over into my crease. Other eye, just blending it slightly up into the crease, keeping it in the outer V area. I love, love, love his Master Mats palette. I cannot wait to get the Cool Tone palette. I'm gonna have so many tutorials using that palette, especially because I know a lot of my followers are, my subscribers are huge Cool Tone palette, Cool Tone people. So I really, 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 really love this highlighter by Gwen Stefani's makeup brand, GXVE. I just love this highlighter. This is the Platinum Cowgirl. I've seen people say these highlighters aren't good, and I'm so confused because I absolutely love mine. I think mine is so good. I love it. It gives such a subtle but nice wearable highlight look, and I just love it. So I'm gonna go with the NYX Marshmallow Spray. This is another brush from that set from Amazon, and I'm just gonna spray my brush, get nice and wet, and I'm gonna go in with this highlighter. So I'm just gonna kind of go in with all the shades here, and I'm gonna do a slight cut crease. Like I wanna put this in here. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I want it to. Maybe it looked way better in my brain. Oh God, I just took off my concealer. What the hell is going on? Okay, this is not looking like anything I envisioned. All right, so I'm just taking my finger and saying, forget that to what I was trying to do. And I'm just gonna like put it here and then drag it up like that. So I'm getting this nice gold shimmer. And I'm doing the same thing over here. I just think it's the most pretty, wearable, subtle, like your skin tone, but a highlighter eye look. I think it's so pretty. So now I'm just gonna try and spray my brush and just go back in and try and like, I don't know, like get this one to match the other one now. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Like I really don't know what happened there. But you know what? This is life because this is what I expected and it's not working, and it's good to get this out of my system now before the trip in Chicago. But I usually use this on my crease like every single day, or my eyelid, and I love it, but it's really not looking that great with this eye look. Or Applied What even did not work that well as I thought it would. Okay. So now I'm just gonna I want this to be like a natural smoky, but very like 2024, like nothing super like 2026, 2020, or 2016, 2017, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna take this eyeliner brush with eyeshadow and I'm gonna do a wing. And I wanna like give myself this like half lash lifted look. So I'm gonna go in with that dark brown shade down there, which would be matte number 9. And I'm just gonna like draw a wing here. And then draw it down here along. I hope this tape's gonna hold up. I hope everything goes as planned. And if you are someone like me who loves positive affirmations and positive energy and positive vibes and speaking things into existence, we are gonna say it's gonna work out just great. Because that's the kind of attitude and energy that you need when you're doing your makeup. You need to say it's gonna look great, everything's gonna work out, I'm gonna have a fabulous day. All right, I'm just gonna get closer here because I think I messed this one up a little bit, but maybe not. Okay, so now that that is there, we're just gonna go back in with that blending brush and we're just gonna blend out. Because I want them to match and I don't want it to be like super, and I think I'm feeling frisky. So I'm gonna go in with just some black eyeliner, like might as well. So this is the NYX black eyeliner. All right, so let's see. Let's see what this is gonna look like when I take the tape off. Oh, wow, doesn't look bad. Oh my gosh, I like it. I like it. It's a little subtle, like a subtle wing. It's all like very subtle, but it's really like, you gotta put the lashes on and I think it will like look much better with the lashes on, you know? Because I'm only doing like the halfsies, so that way it's gonna like, so exciting. All right, so now I'm gonna jump into the face again. So I have my sunscreen, my primer. Now I'm going to conceal my blemishes, which is my favorite concealer to conceal blemishes. It's the NARS, what is this, the Pot Concealer. And I'm just gonna tap this all over my pimples, redness. Because I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Oh, sorry, the Maybelline 24-hour skin tint, which has become my like favorite foundation, and I'm shook because this is just, oh wait, this is the wrong shade. And I'm shook because it's just like more of a glowy foundation. Like I feel like a lot of people who like this have drier skin, so I was not expecting to like this as I have normally oily skin, but it really is like a really great, unique foundation. And like I said on my channel before, I try to avoid really overhyped makeup because I don't know, sometimes, I don't know, like it's like, oh, this is so great, this is so viral, like this is a must-have product, and I'm like, I mean, it's just a lip gloss, it's just a lip oil, it's just a whatever. And this one, like skin tint, I was like, I know I like full coverage, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go with my skin. And I kind of waited a little bit and then I eventually tried it and I absolutely love it. So I am just using the same Amazon brush collection and I am slowly adding this around my whole face. And I think this will be the foundation I wear at my friend's wedding because it's like glowy and dewy and really, really pretty. And I'm trying to get as close as I can to the wing without doing any damage. So this is a little bit too dark for me right now, so I will have to add some bronzer to my neck. But it's just like the nicest, like do you see like how it dries down to, not like a matte finish, but it dries down to something that's not greasy, but it has this like shine to it where it gives you this glow, which is why I think this is such a unique skin tint, and I just absolutely love it. Going back here around my nose, because I feel like this is where I need the most coverage. This is where I break up the most. I feel like I'm looking very, very, very 2016, 2017, even though it's my goal not to look like that. I'm trying to branch out into the more modern trends, but I am excited to do the half lash because I have a feeling that I'm gonna love that and it's gonna be like my new thing. I've been watching this girl on TikTok and she does these like half lashes and it looks so good. Okay, so foundation is on. Now it is time for some cream contour. So this is the Dibs. This is in the number 2. It is the You Do You, and I love this stick. Everything blends out so nice. And this is the cream bronzer. So this is the Dibs, and this is the cream bronzer. And so I'm going to do some contour with this. So in love with this, so in love. Keeping this only up here. And then I'm gonna do a little on my nose. under my lip. Now see how nice that lip peptide is? It just like stayed in place. And a little bit here on my jaw. I usually don't do the jaw, but something told me to do the job, so. Gotta listen to the voices in your head, right? Just kidding. Okay, so my favorite contour blend out brush, this is the Ariel A58, and I just use motions like this. I just literally am gonna tap it and just move it around, because I find that if I'm rubbing back and forth, it will pick up my foundation and I don't want any of that. So just tapping motions here, stippling I guess is another term. And look how easy that blended out into my forehead, and look how nice that looks. Love this. And then tapping here at my cheek, keeping it high because I want that lifted look. And we're gonna go with some concealer, which will, you know, lighten up all the places we want to be lightened. And we'll just, so here I'm gonna go back and forth. Because I don't have foundation down here and I just want it to like, I don't know. I'm kind of new to the neck contour, so I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. Under my lip and down my nose. And then again, I'm just gonna stipple around some more. And then I'm gonna go in with some cream blush. So I was gonna branch out, try some different cream blushes. So this is the OG, this is organic makeup. This is in the shade Rose Quartz, and I'm just gonna do it just because. It's really pretty though. I also have their contour and their foundation. So I also have their contour stick. Like, look how dark and pretty that one is. It's called Copper. And I also have their Sculpt Face. I'm gonna try this one too. And I have their foundation stick, and this is in the shade Linden, or yeah, Linden. They are expensive because they are organic and they are very, very nice. They're just really, really pricey, but they're also really, really good. I've used them a couple times and I really enjoyed them. So now I'm gonna take my cream contour blush or cream blush brush, I'm saying, and I'm gonna just stipple it out, keeping it high. And see how really pretty and pigmented that is and glossy? It's very, very nice. And it's organic, which is like huge. Made only with good things. All right, so there we go. We just have a little bit of blush, cream contour. Now we're gonna do some concealer. So the Fenty Beauty We're Even Serum Concealer has been one of my favorites. So I'm gonna put some here because I really want to clean up my nose a little bit. Here. Down there on my lip. And I'm just gonna put some here too. Kind of tone down the areas over here and blend out. So just a little bit. I could also put some down here, but I don't know. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer brush. So first I wanna clean this up. And I wanna get as close as possible so I can do a lifted look here. Because I am gonna have the lashes and do like the lifted part over here. So I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing. And then down the center. And this is gonna just bring my chin forward a little bit because I have the contour here and the contour down here, and this is gonna bring my chin forward because the lighter areas like bring that part forward. And conceal my under eye and down my nose with that contour. And see how it kind of chiseled out my nose there? Nice. And now I'm just like using patting motions. I just want to make sure this is all blended in. And we are going to go in with powders because creams need to be set with powder. I know there's all these tutorials of people just putting creams on their face, not using powder, and it just doesn't work like that. You have to set it with a powder because it will move. So, and I'm just going to tap on top here with my blush brush so that way it's not so. Okay. Now it's time for powders. So I've been loving this Makeup Forever. This is the HG Skin Setting Powder in the shade Light Vanilla. This is their new powder. I just love this powder for underneath my eye. I also have been loving Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. So I'm just taking my small Ariel A14 and I'm just going to tap this here underneath my eye. And I'm really just like light-handedly tapping back and forth. This is just going to set that concealer and make it much more in place. And then I'm going to take this down, tap a little bit off, chin, lip, center of my nose, and the forehead. It's not like a super, super pigmented powder, but it's enough to set those concealer spots and just hold everything in place. And then we're going to set everything with the translucent powder. So with a big fluffy brush, this one is from the Amazon collection. I am going to go in with the Flower Beauty Bakery, the translucent powder in the shade Oat. And I'm just going to tap on top of everything here. And setting the lower area as well with this powder. And then setting the forehead. And then I'm going to do my brows. I have not forgotten about my brows. And my nose. So this is what's going to keep all those cream products in place. And then we're going to put more pigment on top of these creams, because that's really going to hold everything and then make your makeup last. And then people might think your makeup's going to look powdery, or the fear of just wearing too much makeup. But when you use a setting spray and then you press those powders together, they will bind with the creams and your makeup won't move. So let's go in with the Hourglass Jellyfish palette. This is just one of my favorite palettes. I know it's no longer available, but these two brushes, these Hourglass blushes, are just my favorite. I'm so in love with Hourglass's products, and I plan on purchasing some more of their products during the Sephora sale coming up in March or April. I don't know, one of those. But I'm gonna go in with this hot pink shade. I just love it so much. I'm just gonna tap here, doing a lifted look. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous baby pink radiant shade. And I want to say this shade is Diffused Heat. And this shade is called Diffused Heat. And I'm going to tap this on top. And this is really going to help your blush last, because it's a really pigmented, beautiful blush. And it's on top of that cream blush we used. I also like to just tap my blush a little bit here on my forehead, just to give myself a more uniformed look. Because when you are blushing, not just your cheeks turn red, it's kind of like there's certain spots on your face that turn red, and like your nose, and it just like gives you a more natural look of blushing. All right, so there's the blush. For bronzer, I mean, look at that Luna bronzer. I clearly am obsessed with it. I'm gonna save some of that for later because I have a new drugstore alternative to that, and this is the Flower Beauty This is the Heat Wave Sunrise 01. This is a baked formula and it's really, really good. Very comparable to Hourglass's formula. So I'm just gonna pick this up and just light hand because it's very pigmented and it is a little bit more of a cool tone bronzer. And I'm just going to put this and do my nose. And just go back over. And it has this very slight sheen. So pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna do highlighter. So I was debating if I wanted to go in with some cream highlighter. You know what? I feel like I might as well. Might as well, right? Just try them all out. Because I have not, this is the one I haven't used yet by this brand. So I'm gonna go with my What's Up Beauty brush. This is a really, really pretty brush. This is the R201. This is goat hair, cruelty free. And I'm just gonna tap this on here. And just like, I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna use my finger. That's probably so much better. Because that's a really like, ooh. It's okay. It's not the most vibrant highlighting. It just looks like, makes your skin look wet. Honestly, more like emphasizing my pores, but that's okay. So, let's see. I want to put some highlighter on top of that, but I'm a little scared that the highlighter is gonna now like grip to that. So we'll do brows. So this L'Oreal brow pencil is my new favorite brow pencil. It's a drugstore. It's super, super pigmented and I absolutely love it. So I'm just brushing all my hair up and I'm gonna make really small strokes. This is in the shade Brunette. And I'm gonna make really small strokes starting here and just giving myself some pigment. And then I'm gonna brush my hairs down. And I'm going to not start within here, but start somewhere in the middle. And just like feather in very lightly. And then brush up. And that's how I do my brows. I want them to stay fluffy, just have some pigment. And then I'm gonna go in with brow gel. Brow gel I've been obsessed with is the NYX brow gel, the clear one. And I'm just gonna put this in and just brush my hair up, brush it in place. I do want the fluffy brow look, the laminated fluffy brow look. And I'm gonna do the same thing to my other brow. Now I am going to go in with some setting spray. So I'm gonna go with the NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. I used to use the original. I tried using the marshmallow one just because marshmallow, like I love s'mores. It's all right. It's heavily fragrance, which is fine with me, but it may not be fine with everybody else. But it's literally like the same thing as the original other one formula. All right, so I'm gonna spray my whole face. And then when that's about 50% dry, I'm gonna tap it in with this and press those pigments into the powders and creams and everything all together. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spray. Okay, so you can see like the shine here. It does spray like very well. It does spray a lot of product. So be very careful with that. And now I'm just gonna wait until it's, and don't make any facial expressions when you do this. I've made that mistake before. My friend and I were like laughing at the fact that we were like waiting for our faces to dry and I like crinkled all my makeup over here and it was terrible. And I was like, don't do that. That's a lesson. Like, don't do that. All right, so now I'm just gonna press in when it's like semi-wet and just press it. And see how it's just like making those powders and everything like super glowy, and everything is just flowing together. And doing this, you're just bonding everything together. This is a game changer when it comes to your makeup. It's so satisfying and so fun to do this. So now we're back to the eyes, my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna go back with the Mario palette. I wanna go with a smaller brush. So that's not the kind of brush I really want. I want like a, all right, so I want like a brush like this. This is an Ariel A29. And I wanna go in with this shade over here, which is matte number 4. And I just wanna slightly dust this underneath my eye just to balance some warmth down here. So there is that. Now I want to go with some nude eyeliner into my waterline. This is the Essence Nude Eyeliner. I've had this for so long. It's so good. Also, there's nothing in between my teeth. I got my teeth clean and I have a space here. And it's driving me nuts. Like, you kind of can see it now, but like, not pepper. It's space and I hate it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. So now I think I'm gonna go with some highlighter real quick just because I didn't go in with highlighter before because I used the cream highlighter and I'm not really a fan of, I mean, it looks fine, but like, it's not really what I wanted, more of a natural highlighter. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the Hourglass Jellyfish palette. I know this is discontinued, but I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is their ambient lighting powder, and I just wanna like tap this here. Will just like give me a very natural highlight. All right, and we're glowing. Oh, my dog's dreaming. Do you hear her? She's having puppy dreams. No. Okay. So now I'm gonna put on some mascara and then I'm gonna do my half lash. All right, guys, now's the time. I'm taking these Ardell Wispy Lashes. I'm gonna cut them in half and glue them on. Wish me luck. This is a little surgery. I love saying that because I'm an OR nurse, so I love saying that something is surgery when it's not, because it's like, that's how serious I'm taking this. So I'm using the Duo Lash Glue. I don't know if you've noticed in my previous tutorials, I have lash glue like on my lashes. It's so hard to get off, and I absolutely love my Kiss Lash Glue, but I need to get the glue off because if not, it looks like I have eye boogers and I just, no. No, no, no. All right, so I'm gonna take off the lash and I'm gonna cut it in half and place it on. I'm super excited. I've seen so many tutorials on doing the half lashes. I know I might be late to it, but something is telling me this is gonna be like 2024 Lexi. Like, I'm gonna vibe with the half lash and it's gonna be my new go-to. So I'm just trying to figure out where they cut it because I want it to be the same. Do they cut it literally like in half? All right, so I'm just gonna take mine and cut it in half. All right, so here it is. Here's my half lash, and I'm gonna put this here. So let's just do one at a time. Actually, I don't know, should I do one at a time? Make sure they're the same. They're about the same. Here they are. Now I messed up, so now I think it goes like this. Yeah, okay, that's right. And this one goes like that. Ooh, I'm loving. Okay, okay, okay. Okie dokie. So I got my tweezers, my lash glue, I mean, it should be easier gluing these because it's only a half lash, but so again, always wait till it's like half dried. All right, there it is. It's on. I'm not sure if these wispies are the correct lash to do this with because it does look a little bit like crazy, but all right, there's the half lash on one eye. Now it's time for the other. That was so easy, dude, so easy. I mean, they look a little crazy. I'm not sure if this is the right lashes. Like I said, this is the first time doing it because I don't want to be super like I look like I have just like straight up like wings. It's not the vibe, but yeah. So on this eye, I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more mascara. Maybe the key is to like, maybe the key is to curl them. So here, I'm just gonna brush these. I'm gonna do the same over here. I'm gonna highlight with Ambient Light powder in my Hourglass palette. And I'm just gonna put this here. And then brush this a little bit along the inner lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the e.l.f. roller lash and do my bottom lashes as well. It's a little bit like a natural but like dramatic eye look. Definitely gonna wear this to the wedding, but I think I'm gonna pick a different pair of lashes for my... And again, if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you should. I post some makeup content on there as well. And now we're gonna do lips. So, as you know, I've been straight up obsessed with the e.l.f. $2 lip liners. You can only get these on their website and they're just so good. So I'm just gonna line overline my Cupid's bow in center and then keep everything else normal. And then I want to go in with my Revlon Untold Stories lipstick. This is like my favorite new lipstick. Or in the Sephora sale, I want to get KKW by Charlotte Tilbury, but I am that one forever. And then I'm gonna go with this is the Lip Jam by Catrice. I've heard so many good things about this, and it smells like strawberry heaven. So I'm gonna apply this gloss to the center. It is the nicest, like, prettiest gloss. Guys, and that is it. This is the finished look. Just gonna take down my hair. All right, guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it till the end, thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for my 11,000 subscribers. You guys make me so happy. And be sure to comment below what you want to see next. And that completes this look.